everyone, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. Now I have recently become obsessed with human hair wigs. This hair right now is human hair. And I was thrilled to find out that you actually can style it the same way you'd style a conventional synthetic wig. And I wanted to show that to you guys right now. Now this wig right here was sent to me by the Janet collection. I'm very thrilled. It is a VIP Remy and she's gorgeous in color 1. Now what we're going to do here is it's going to be sort of like how I style my usual waves. My method has changed just a little bit, so I'm going to show you some of my little tweaks. And bear in mind, if this goes out of focus, it's because I'm not the star. The hair is. Okay, so list of things you're going to need. I am using rollers, some good old dressmaker sewing pins, and I use 2 kinds of hairsprays. I have my Got2b glue to finish, and I'm using Beyond the Zone Frozen Stiff, as well as brushes, like a wig brush and a comb. You're going to need a clothing steamer and a plastic bag. All right, let's get started. So first things first, I'm going to section off some of the hair. You guys see me do this before. I'm just going to take some sections from the crown and get it out of the way, because this is going to be our decorative section, the whole little nice little Maryland flip to the wig. So we're just going to scooch those out of the way. I'm just going to take that and just pin it out of the way. All right, using our comb, we're going to take sections at a time. And it's just like I showed you before with finger waves. You want to make sure you have very clean sections. What's going to make all the difference is making sure all the rollers are aligned with each other. If they're all over the place or if they're even just a little inch out of whack, it's going to affect your final result. So your best bet is to have lots and lots of rollers as well as lots of pins to make sure you don't run out. And tightly wrap that, and I'm going to wrap it downward because I want lift in the hair. Now I've noticed a lot of human hair wigs, when people curl them, they use heat on the hair. And while I like heat tools, I've tried that, and honestly, I don't have a grasp on it, which is why I was searching for a different method of doing it. And I was really thrilled to find out that this method actually does work. You could also use the old school boiling hot water method to curl a human hair wig as well. All right, so I'm gonna do these front sections here for you on camera, and then I'm gonna do the rest off camera and jump to the back to show you how that all looks. So let me do a couple more of these for you. And you want to get all those stragglers out of there. You don't want to have too many hairs from too many different sections because that's going to affect your final brush out. Roll that down. Make sure it's tight. Look how tight that roller is. You want to make sure the pin is tightly holding it down there. You don't want them like leaning to the side, because when you start to steam it, it's going to steam it to the side, and then when you brush it out, it's not going to wave together like it should. All right, I'm going to do this other side off of camera. I'll be right back. All right, we're going to start our next section. As I told you guys before, I did this side here off camera, so the directionality is facing upward and tilting downward. So the wrap is going downward, so you get a nice spiral curl with lift. And it's the opposite side on this side. You know, going up and tilting downward in that direction. Simple, simple. Okay, now we're gonna do the crown section. This part's a little different. It's the same method of wrapping, only the directions changed just the slightest bit. So facing forward, we are going to take a few sections of the hair in front. This is what's gonna help us get that Maryland swoop flip that I have. All right, taking the remaining bits from the back, we're gonna do the exact same thing, because these back pieces are going to be the supporting players for the front part. Take that, wrap it around tight, nice and tight, and bring her back. A little recap, our rollers are going root upward and tilting down this way, root upward, tilting down that way, and in the front, root upward, tilting back. All right, let's start our back section. Now this is very, very easy. We are going to carefully pick through the hair here. Use your comb if you need to, and section it off evenly. I can't stress that enough. I've made many mistakes with my brush outs because I had too many hairs coming from too many different sections. And you really want to do your best to align the rollers. So right here, this is aligned with this roller right here. And as you see, that roller is aligned with this roller, and it's gonna go that way in rows. And we're gonna work our way down the head. So you see roller, 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 roller. Just like that. And you want the directionality and the alignment to be exactly precise, or at least as precise as you can get it. Now, one thing I learned about working with human hair is that you can use heat tools on it. That is perfectly fine. The hair is strong enough to withstand that, but you'll get more wears out of it and a longer lifespan if you use something a little less intrusive. Like for instance, I'm going to be using a clothing steamer because that is high levels of heat, but not enough to damage the hair or do any kind of long-term damage and break the hair down. And the way I wear wigs, I don't wear them all the time, so it's not like an everyday thing. So I don't really need that kind of permanent curl. And I actually like styling hair, so I don't mind resetting it. But also that is one thing to say about synthetic wigs is that the style will last a lot longer. It just really depends on what you want. With me, I like the look and feel of human hair. There's a nice like floatiness to it that you can't get from synthetic hair. Now I'm gonna wrap the rest of this section here and come back when I'm all the way at the bottom to show you how I do that, okay? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We're gonna do the back sections here, like the nape of the head. But what I was making sure of is making sure all the rollers were aligned. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not wearing the breastplate, it's because, well, it's heavy and my back hurts. So I just want to be comfortable in this video. Now, if you look at the rollers, I got them as closely aligned as possible, all on a row with each other. The less it strays away, the better your brush out is gonna be. Okay, now I just gotta plug in my steamer, let it warm up, and we're gonna steam her so we can lock these curls in place. Now, while that steamer heats up, I'm gonna take some of my hairspray, the wet spray, and spray down the hair. It's getting a little dirty because dirty hair curls better. It's kind of like with dirty hair and updos. It always updos a lot easier when the hair is already a little, like, you know, plied. Now we just gotta wait for our steamer to heat up and we're gonna heat up these curls. Now you can of course do this with hot tools. That is perfectly okay. Like a curling iron would speed this process up a lot faster, but it does a lot more long-term damage to the hair, especially with human hair. Whereas the benefit with these human hair wigs is the reason why they're so expensive is because, well, they have a lot longer lifespan than a synthetic wig because it's real hair. So you can do a lot more to it, and if you're gentle to it, you can get a whole lot of wears out of it. Now this is gonna give us that nice pinup girl style that is very, very in right now. And for those of you ladies out there that wanna try this, you certainly can do this to your hair if you don't wear hair every single day. So if you like take your hair off and switch it up every now and again, this is a great option for you. Okay, bag over. You guys have seen this time and time again. Only the most expensive bags for my channel. Let's steam her. And since this wig is brand new, I'm gonna leave the steam on there a lot longer than I normally would. If it's a more worked in wig, I don't have to put it on there for as long. But this is bone straight right out of the box. So I'm gonna get a little more heat than I normally would. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate sides of the heat inside the bag and let it collect up top. You want it to be almost burning to the touch when you touch the top of the bag. That's how you know the hair is truly cooking. All right, I will be right back, kittens. All right, now you can see the bag is smoking. That means the hair is cooking. I'm gonna take the heat off of it now. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly remove the bag and then we're gonna let this hair sit for about 40 minutes or until it's dry to the touch. All right, I'm back. I took a break, I let this hair dry, ate some wings, and now we're back to start styling. First things first, we're gonna take down this hairstyle. I know what it is about curls, I just love them. I think they are so pretty. All right, and that's how the wig looks after we've curled it. Now you still can see some tracks and everything because we're gonna tease and brush it out. Ideally, you don't wanna leave it all curly like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the ringlets, preferably starting like the bottom. We bring our comb through it and we just up comb. And then we mold with our fingers the way we want the hair to wave. And what that does is it's locking in place the wave. All right, and we're gonna get our hairspray. Give those curls a spritz. And then go through with our brush and start the brush out. And honestly, this is the part that's gonna take you a little longer is because you honestly just want to fuss around with the hair until you get a wave pattern that you really like. All right, look at that. Those are some nice natural body waves. I'm just gonna go through the top section. And that's how you do it natural without any teasing. But if you know me, you know I love teasing. So we're gonna go through with our comb and add a little more volume and make this a bit more drag. So for this, you don't need a whole lot of teasing. Just take it small sections at a time and just start ratting it down. Don't be afraid to tease a human hair wig. It's expensive, but you know what? A lot of this will wash out. All right, we're just gonna keep teasing away at this human hair. I'm so into human hair right now. All right, if you know me, you know how I usually tease. I usually do the top crown area here to get a lot of volume and bouffant here. And then I'm gonna go along this whole little section here on the crown just to give it a little more lift, as well as the sides here so it pokes out a lot more. So that way if you have a big old head like me, it helps, you know, take away from that. And the one benefit about doing this to a wig is that you don't have to have it on your head in order to achieve this fun hairstyle. Like I said, if you're like me and you like take your hair off at the end of the day, you could set your hair like this overnight and then style it in the morning. I would say, what's the fun of having a nice wig if you're not gonna like do anything to it? Just wear it bone straight? That's boring. Have a little fun, get adventurous. If you guys are interested in seeing it, let me know. I'll show you how to take all this out, if that's a video that interests you. Otherwise, I'll explain it briefly here. To take it out, what I do is I wash it with a very, very gentle shampoo, sulfate free. And then once it's dry, you hang it to dry. Once it's dry, you take one of these brushes. If you follow my channel, you know exactly what they are. They're a detangling brush. You start from the bottom and work your way up. And that's gonna help resist some of the hair coming out. All right, with this style, I just do select sections because I don't wanna compromise length. All right, let's start the brush out. Our hair is teased. Ooh, need a little more there. And that's also gonna help, since this wig has a very visible tracks, the teasing is gonna help distract from that. It's always good to tease it a little bit. That helps disguise any visible tracks. All right, and just softly brushing over the top section of the hair. Combination styling with both the brush and my fingers. This kind of hairstyle, especially in the back of the head reminds me so much of my mother when she used to wear her hair like this and she was in the police force. She had very natural body waves. And just look at the back of it, like this jet black hair reminds me of her. And see that nice little helmet of hair there. Just spray it with hairspray. Don't be afraid of hairspray. What you're gonna do is, since the shorter style, it's gonna pump up like that. You'll get a lot more volume and a lot more bounce. And just go through with your brush until the wave goes into a direction that satisfies you. And you know, my usual go-to, I usually like to round out the top area. You'll brush around and whip it. And then just go through with a combination of brush and finger styling. There, that is a nice bouncy style with this wig. That's how she looks. If you go through with a pick, you can pick up volume to make it even bigger, or even go through with your fingers and pull up some of the teasing, and it'll make it larger on the sides. Yeah, I've showed you guys how to do that before in a previous video. Yeah, that's one of my usual go-to styles. It's so simple to do. It doesn't take you that long to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try her on and then I'll be right back. Welcome back. Now I'm gonna try on my new wig, but before I do, I'm gonna try out a brand new glue. It is called the Esha Lace Front Glue in Absolute. This is the strongest hold they have. They have two different versions. They have one that's a little strong and one that's super duper heavy duty strong. And being a drag queen that moves around a lot and wears a lot of heavy hair, I thought the Absolute is for me because I want that strong hold. So I'm gonna show you guys how it works, and we're gonna whip our hair around and see how it holds up against drag. Now, I glued this wig down. Let me take my earrings off for this so it doesn't get tangled. I glued my wig down using Got2b Glue hairspray and a blow dryer, which is a pretty solid hold if you're not gonna be doing a whole lot and you're not gonna be in the hair all night. Yeah, we're gonna put her on, but first things first, we are going to add the glue to our head. A very, very big tube. It came in two sizes. It gave me a little sample size, which I went through immediately. I made the mistake of trying something new, you know, DragCon weekend, and I didn't have a full understanding on how the lace glue worked. So needless to say, it was kind of a disaster because I didn't really do the research on it before I actually used it. Now, what I want to tell you folks is that this stuff works really quickly, so you gotta work really fast with it. Give it a nice generous portion Be mindful of your real hair. And just bear in mind that it gets a little messy, so you gotta act quickly because it starts to tack up real quick. Which honestly, for drag, I'm really, really into. Because it works fast, that most of the time I'm working really, really quickly or in a rush. So that's not a bad thing for me. Yeah, I can already feel it starting to adhere really fast. So I'm gonna really speed through this and work my way through it. To comb, press her on. Now this wig lace is beautiful, but it is far too deep for my complexion. So I may have to use foundation on it to lighten it up, or I might just put a whole new frontal on it. Because I really, really like the wig. It'd be a shame if I couldn't wear it because it's very, very obvious it's not my color. Yeah, she's already activating really quickly. I could already feel it drying. So I like that. And like I said before, this stuff works super fast. Like it's already really, really tacky. And our wig is on. Just gonna zhuzh her on my head now. I don't know why I'm putting the earrings back on. I feel like it just completes the look. All right, this is her. She is on. Now, you wanna see how it holds up against drag, so I'm gonna compromise this beautiful hairstyle for you guys, just to show you what this glue is capable of. Whew. Earrings gone, but the wig is still there. And look at that, in a matter of moments, it's already pretty much back into its original hairstyle. I love this style. It's my favorite setting pattern. Okay, now this little glue spray. Voila. But yeah, you guys saw that. She is super, super strong. That is the Esha from the Janet collection. It is the Lace Bond glue in Absolute. She is strong. I highly recommend her. It's water resistant, super, super durable, totally Jaymes Mansfield approved. Thank you, Janet collection. And lastly, I can't have you buy this glue and not know how to remove it. Now, I'll let you guys know, it comes with its own remover. It comes in a spray bottle atomizer. I must tell you folks though, do not get it in your eyes. It will burn. I learned that the hard way. So wear some kind of protection. And so I'm gonna put on some protection right now, appropriate for the occasion. And what we're going to do is just spray along where you put the glue. You gotta let it sit for about 5 minutes and it's gonna turn the adhesive into jelly. But this one is super, super strong for those girls that wanna wear their hair for several days at a time. This is a really good glue for that. Or like me, if you're in drag and you're worried about sweating through your adhesive, this is a really, really good bond. And it's just that one little step to add at the end of your routine when you're already putting tons of oils to take off your makeup anyway. All right, and just like that, you just peel her right off. Now to clean the adhesive out of the wig, just use some of the solvent as well as a toothbrush and some alcohol, and you'll have to scrub away at it a little harder. That's what I learned the hard way. It's a little harder to get out unless you use the solvent, so make sure you have that. All right, the wig is off. I hope you guys enjoyed the styling portion. Like I showed you guys before, using human hair is the exact same way as styling synthetic wig. You can use the exact same methods. It just takes a little longer because, well, you have to be a little more delicate with it. I do have merchandise available down below, so if you're interested in buying some Jaymes Mansfield merch, like my bosom buddies that come in blue and pink, then be sure and click that link down below and find out how you can support my channel through supporting me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. I am listening. And until next time, bye!
Click here and see me try the new Miss Fame collection. Or watch my ASMR video. Come on, click it. If you don't click it, I'll sit behind you in the movie theater and chew really loudly. Click it!